Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes Reacts. I am Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Collectively we are the Office Blokes.
Yes, indeed.
We are.
We've been watching a lot of Bill Burr.
I love Bill Burr.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
He's an absolute savage, isn't he? I think we've only done stand-up so far, and this is on CONAN, which is their... Conan, there's an A.
Conan.
But it's like a late night talk show, isn't it, I think, in America.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't know why we don't get Bill Burr on like late night talk shows here. I think he'd be great.
Oh,
there is no late night talk shows here anymore.
Jonathan Ross?
Yeah, that's probably the only one. Johnny Ross.
BBC. Fucking hell, I can't remember his name.
Irish.
You mean the Irish guy?
Yeah. I can't remember his name either.
Graham Norton.
Graham Norton. Yeah. So we do have him. Anyway, yeah, we'll get straight into it. Bill Burr thinks women are overrated.
Your show, F is for Family, I relate to it because it's about parenting in the 70s, and that's, that was when I was parented like you. What do you think of parents now? How do you compare them to parents in the 70s?
Oh, it's just completely, the kids have so much power. It's like ridiculous. Like half of these kids, I'm like, I look and I just have what happened to me. And I'm like looking at a kid and be like, this kid's about ready to get punted across the grocery store. And it just never happens.
Right.
They just don't get hit. And I think it's hurting
You're
this
mad.
country.
You're mad. Wait a minute.
No, like,
let's get this. You're mad that children are not being hit.
This should be the threat of it. Half of it was just that, look, it was just your dad was acting like he was going to do it. He never did it, but your mother did. And because she was a woman, it was like, okay. Because it was like, hey, you let a girl beat you up, you kind of felt emasculated.
Yeah.
We had a rule, a lot of the stuff that I look at from when I was a kid that actually kind of made sense in a way would now be considered like abuse, I guess. Like when I was a kid, if you didn't finish your supper, as we called it.
Supper, yeah.
Yeah, my mother was just like, well, you're going to finish, she would just wrap it in cellophane and you just picked up where you left off for breakfast, like a blue-collar job. Like you take the shovel out of the hole and just start digging it again. So, yeah, I remember one night we had cube steaks, which is like one of the toughest pieces of meat. I don't know if you guys, everything's so like Asian-infused Wagyu beef. Everybody's eating that crap now, but cube steak was like, literally had to hit it with a hammer to make it like edible. And so we were having cube steaks, and I forget, my little brother was still in a high chair, and he couldn't finish his. So my mother goes, all right, we're just gonna have to eat it for breakfast. And that was like 8 hours away, which was like half his life. So we were like, all right, I'll take that deal. So the next morning, I remember we were having waffles. My mother always made Sunday breakfast, so we had all these waffles, eggs, bacon, this whole layout. My brother was looking at half-eaten cube steaks and a little mound of green bean casserole. And he looked at my mom, he goes, Mom, can I have a waffle? And she goes, no, you gotta finish your supper. He's like, well, after I finish my supper, then can I have a waffle? She goes, no, that is your breakfast. And he goes, oh, Mom, I hate you. And my dad, without looking up, took a full glass of milk and threw it in his face. Swear to God. This is what kills me.
That's what you should be.
Have you ever watched his show, F is for Family? It's like a cartoon sort of...
Yeah.
Conan O'Brien or Bill Burr?
No, Bill Burr.
No.
He's got like a cartoon show on Netflix called F is for Family.
Oh,
I binged it all a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. But it's all like the dad of the family, I guess, is based upon his childhood and growing up. It's definitely worth a go on Netflix if you want
watch
something
it.
to watch.
Good, yeah.
What kills
You
me...
want everyone today to have as miserable a childhood as you had.
But I agree with that. Kids do get away with it nowadays, don't they?
Big time.
Yeah.
My kids are the last generation, they didn't get away with it.
I was smacked as a kid.
Yeah.
Not beaten up, but you get smacked with a slipper or a plastic sword or
got a
something.
slipper off my mother. It's exactly right what he said.
Oh, I got everything. My mum was like Mr. T, man. She had like rings on every finger.
Yeah.
And I was more scared of my mum than I was of my dad. My mum's from Gorton. You know what I mean? So, my dad would say, mum would say, when people say your dad's coming home, when your dad gets in, you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
I wasn't asked about that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I can live with that. But as soon as my mum chased me, I was like, gone.
Yeah.
That was it.
I'm conflicted about it because I think I was smacked as a kid. I've got a son and a daughter, and it's like you can kind of imagine if the son was being really out of order, getting a smack on the legs or whatever, but couldn't do it to a little girl because you just don't hit women. Yeah. So like, but it's got to be the same rules for both, hasn't it?
Yeah, I've got 2 boys, so they
same here. Yeah, 2 boys.
They've both grown up with getting a lug warmer. There's no shame in that.
I've already got Phoebe just bats her eyelids at me, and I'm like, I can't be angry at you.
You see.
No, but it was kind of funny. We know what's hilarious was my mother just popped up and just immediately started cleaning up, and my dad just kept eating. Like he didn't. Like the roles were defined back then. Now the guy has to throw the milk, he has to clean it up while telling his wife she's brave for just sitting there, like whatever that is. Can you hear it? I know. Women are so overrated, right? We went from We went from not listening to them to now it's ridiculous. Like that believe women. It's like all of them. How about 85%? I'll give you 87%, all right? But that last 13% that keys your car, lights your shit on fire, and puts a family pet in a pot of stew.
Who put a pet in a pot of stew?
Glenn Close.
Oh, okay, all right. I think it was separately boiled.
You know what I miss? I miss tougher parenting and evidence. Those are the things that I miss from my childhood.
Evidence?
Yeah.
You mean
due process?
Right.
Somebody says something happened, and then someone else goes, well, I said it happened this way, like the old Gumshoe shows. Then they had to figure it out.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't exist now on social media. It's just it's just frontier justice.
Right.
You feel how nervous everybody just got in here? The fact that I just suggested that there should be due process? This guy's talking crazy, man. He just joined ISIS? This is what it is.
What I'm saying.
And then the woos that they agreed, but they didn't agree when it counted.
We'll digitally add woos, don't worry. We have the woo machine. You are way too angry. 50 is still relatively young. You have the anger of a 110-year-old man. All these telephones.
I can't argue.
He's a genius, isn't he?
He's good.
I just don't get tired of watching him.
How much of the Boston sense of humour is imported from Ireland and sort of Scotland, England? You know, because there's a lot. It's based on immigrants, isn't it? In Boston,
whole America is
big there.
Because I think some of Bill Burr, I just think he verges on a UK sort of sarcastic sense of humour a little bit sometimes. Not all of it, but it just feels comfortable for us, if you know what I mean.
You find that some of these are probably only 2 generations in from immigration.
Yeah.
So it's,
I think Bill Burr's I think his family are German.
Oh, they are?
I think it's Irish on one side and German on the other.
It's a very German name, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, he's ginger, so it's definitely Irish.
Or weird.
Well, he was ginger anyway. He's a baldy now.
He is, but he's so good though.
Yeah, but
really
his sense of humour is just, it's one of them that reaches out to everybody.
Yeah.
He's just got that net and he's cast it over everybody and he's won.
Well, it proves how much we like him, doesn't it? I mean, it's brilliant, really good.
Some of the stuff he says, not many people could get away with saying, and I think he's had to build that up over the years, because if a new comic just came out and started talking about hitting women and all that sort of stuff, it'd be like, nah, it won't work, I don't think.
Yeah, you've got to have something in the bank, haven't you, with the public and everything to...
Yeah. They've got to know it's a joke for a start.
It's relative, isn't it? Because you can relate to a lot of the stuff he says.
Oh, yeah.
They're not growing up like that. That's how it was. That's how it was in our house.
Yeah.
Same.
Ditto, yeah.
Yeah, but that was funny guy.
Yeah,
I love listening to him. He just, again, another one that just picks me up, gives me a massive boost.
Yeah.
But
got a
hope
great
you like
man,
that too. Yeah, don't forget, like and subscribe, hit the bell. Patreon coming soon. Keep your eye out for that.
On the way.
And join us for the journey. And tune in next time. See you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.